We all have gifts, and I believe that we're to let those gifts shine. I played flute in high school, and I was actually pretty good. I think I had a gift. My dad went to school to be a professional trombonist, and my mom was a music teacher, and she has been a music pastor, and so music is in my blood. So I was first chair. I was pretty good, but at my school, guess what they thought of band people? Yeah, it was actually a pretty derogatory term. They would call us band fags. And they would bully. It was basically bullying. I'm almost 40, so back then they didn't call it bullying, but it was a form of bullying. And I had a gift that I believe God has given me. And guess what I ended up doing? I ended up quitting after my freshman year of high school. And to this day, it almost brings tears to my eyes because I know that there could have been something much greater, but I hid that gift. I shrunk back. And it reminds me of the parable of the talents. Is everyone familiar with that parable? And the one person that had the one talent, what did they do with that talent?
Buried it.
They buried it, right? It says in verse 15, I was afraid, and so I went and hid. And I think so many times that can happen to us as creative people, as authors, that we've been given this gift, but maybe someone's like, oh, why are you still doing that writing thing? Or we are sometimes our own worst enemies, and we have this stinking thinking going on. Like, oh, you'll never get published. Oh, this will never happen. Why are you even trying? And then we hide it. And yet that's not what God has intended for us. He's intended for us to let our God-given gifts shine. My theme verse for my business, but also for this year in particular, is Matthew 5:14-16. It says, you are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and then puts it where? Under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives its light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father. So that what?
Everyone will praise your heavenly Father.
Everyone will praise your heavenly Father. It's not about being self-promotional. It's about giving Him the glory and the praise He deserves from the gifts that He's given us. And I have to admit, I'm just like you. There's days I want to quit social media. I want to quit writing books. I want to retire all my books, or I want to quit doing this and just, if I could just go back to my physical therapy job and my nice little comfortable thing. Or have you ever had those days you just want to hide under the covers and not come out? I have those days. And so I think we all have those moments. You remember that song we used to sing as a little kid? At least I did. This little light of mine. And then it says, hide it under a bushel. No, I'm going to let it shine. And it's based upon this verse. And I want to encourage each one of you today that I believe that God has given you a gift. He's given you a message, and He's given you something that is intended to shine. It's not to be hidden. And sometimes I believe that procrastination can be one way we hide those gifts. And it's not to beat ourselves up. It's not to say, I'm a bad person because I'm not doing this. But sometimes we can just get into this cycle of putting it off. So I just want to encourage each one of you that it is time for you to shine.